cast on, I'm actually going to do a figure 8 cast on. So to do that, you create a slip knot. I put that little string down in the middle. And then tighten it up. Typically I do not hook my yarn like this, but this loom does not offer an anchor peg. And if I was going to be doing this in the figure 8 for the entire project, I would be using a tensioner, which is basically something that goes over the string so you can hold it and you can wrap really, really fast. But for a cast on, we are doing the Stockinette figure 8 stitch. For the body, we are just going to be doing the Stockinette. But if you like the way this looks, you can do this entire project with just the figure 8 stitch. I just suggest use a straw or something as a yarn guide. Do this all the way around back to your first peg right here. Alright, so I've done all of these. You might need to hold this down. Go around the loom, push those down. There we go. See, they're all pushed down. That's kind of staying where it needs to be. Grab a yarn and a contrasting collar that you're not going to get mixed up with any of the other collars. Let me zoom out to show you this. Okay, so what I'm taking is this contrasting collared yarn. Oops. Putting it down in the track all the way around. This is to separate this first row out so that when we go back at the end, we can crochet that cast on and it'll look really pretty and even. And you can either use your loom tool or a crochet hook, but where this, between the first stitch and your last stitch, I just pull both those strands down through. They are down here. And just so I don't accidentally pull them out as I'm working, I do a little knot there, and you can either do like a slip knot type knot or you can do a bow. I just knotted it so it'll be easy to remove. So there, we've got the first part of our cast on done. Now you're following, pull that down. You're doing the exact same thing as your first row. You are figure 8 wrapping another row. Wrap all the way around, and then I'll show you what to do next. Oops. Okay. Zoom back in so you can see every peg now has 2 loops on it. And at this point you have the option, you can use, if you have these loom tools, you can use them, or you can use a regular loom tool. I'm actually going to use a new loom tool. I got this one from Cindywood. It's their new ergonomic tool. I want to try it out a bit. I will be using, so I take the bottom loop over the top first for the one that is connecting right here. That way this does not come undone. Now you can take and just start pretty much anywhere on the inside or the outside, taking your loops up and over. I'll show you a couple on the outside here. You just take the bottom over the top, and you do that all the way around. Now, the problem I found with doing that is it pulls the stitches on the inside up, and then it's harder to grab those. So I prefer, let me re-angle my camera a bit, I prefer to go on the inside and take my stitches and then just rotate it. You can purchase these tools right here separate to use if you want. Now I will go ahead and show you how to use these as well. You'd think smaller one for the inside, bigger one for the outside, but it's actually the opposite. The bigger one goes for the inside because you pick up alternating ones, which I will show you real quick. Hopefully my camera is zooming in on all this right. So what this does is less tension and you get it done a lot faster. Cast on is complete. I pushed the strings down to the bottom. Now this cast on edge, don't even think about it until you're done with the project, because that string's going to stay there and hold it the whole time.